This video is based on theories and quotes from various individuals. It does not reflect the opinions of the video's narrator or producers. It is meant to show the perspective some hold, and not to offend.
Only a man knows what a man needs.
Bisexual, they do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship. Mrs. Smith is more of a man than a husband. That run everything. She from Baltimore.
Recently, rumors with Will Smith's name have been making waves in the headlines, with allegations surfacing about his alleged involvement with numerous men throughout his career. The supposed release of a list containing these names has sparked considerable attention and discussion. As the saying goes, where there's smoke, there's likely to be fire. And some are saying that Jada has intensified the situation by shedding light on her husband's supposed infidelities.
But now Black Twitter has claimed it as their business.
Being an unconventional family with unique marriage dynamics is one aspect, but it takes a different turn altogether when rumors persist about your husband's potential involvement in secret relationships. This is the predicament within the Smith household, and now it appears that the women of the house have taken the initiative to candidly reveal the truth.
Mrs. Smith is more of a man than a husband. That run everything. She from Baltimore.
Given Will's multiple marriages and his extensive history of romantic involvements with various women, it appears that his past experiences extend beyond just relationships with women.
Oh, come on, stop that. I was wondering if I could you.
The journey commenced with the release of the timeless comedy drama 6 Degrees of Separation, where Will Smith portrayed a captivating swindler. The film attracted considerable attention when reports emerged that a kissing scene between Smith and his co-star Anthony Michael Hall had been surprisingly omitted from the final version. This occurrence set off a flurry of speculation. Was the renowned actor purposefully avoiding the kiss to sidestep potential scrutiny of his own sexuality? These rumors have persisted over time.
Will Smith is bisexual.
Furthermore, in a 2020 interview, Will contradicted his earlier statements about not fully immersing himself in the character, asserting that he wholeheartedly embraced the method acting approach for 6 Degrees of Separation.
The only intelligent creatures in the universe, especially since we're...
In a recent development, Tisha Campbell has come forward with allegations that Will Smith was involved in extramarital relationships with her former spouse, Duane Martin. She took to Instagram to share an image regarding this matter. In her post, Tisha pointed out that the truth always comes out in the end, no matter how many times someone lies. This prompted one of her devotees to reply, "Thank you even though they lie in the end." In response to this person, Tisha said, "And you're right. They will lie till the end. The real kiki is, people will stop believing them." Tisha's decision to type Will in all caps raised suspicions that she might be indirectly referencing Will and Jada in her post. Many quickly assumed that this could imply an alleged affair between Will and Tisha's former spouse, Duane Martin, who also happens to be a close friend of the Gemini Man actor.
Hi, honey.
Hey, y'all about to get her beat with a bag of oranges.
Furthermore, YouTuber Trisha Paytas made allegations against Will Smith, claiming that he intentionally caused harm to her male dancers. She specifically said, "How about worry about your daughter being in bed at 13 with her 20-year-old boyfriend? How about worry about your cheating husband one of my male dancers when they didn't want to?" However, it appears that Will might have been influenced by the path set by his predecessor, Quincy Jones. For those unfamiliar, Quincy Jones is a multi-talented individual who has worked with icons like Frank Sinatra, Aretha Franklin, and the king of pop, Michael Jackson. Yet his fame doesn't stop there. Rumors about his behavior behind the scene have circulated for years, and recent developments suggest there might be some truth to those speculations.
And I was dying to do it with Tupac. He was going to meet me down to the hotel.
Rumors about Quincy Jones' sexuality have been circulating for years. Do you remember that unforgettable interview with Tupac? It was a pivotal moment when he revealed the questionable intentions of Quincy Jones.
Yeah, I think them rumors about Quincy Jones and all that crazy stuff about Pop was definitely rumors.
Tupac openly disclosed that Quincy has presented inappropriate propositions, hinting at engaging in specific intimate activities. However, the story becomes more complex. Despite the interview gaining extensive traction on the internet, it curiously disappeared without any trace. One must acknowledge that a person with substantial power and influence would be capable of orchestrating such a vanishing act, with Tupac no longer here effort to verify the authenticity of that interview, it's not entirely unexpected that Quincy might be aiming to distance himself from these allegations.
And it's nice, it gives you hope when you see it's already happened. You know, you don't have to come up with it yourself.
Even Napoleon, who was purportedly a close associate of Tupac, swiftly dismissed all rumors and defended Quincy Jones when confronted with the allegations.
Pac was about to marry his daughter. Pac had a lot of, at the end, he had a lot of respect for Quincy Jones.
In an instant, he waved away all the gossip surrounding the matter. And if you believe the rumors end there, think again. There are claims circulating that Jada and Will have been organizing unconventional gatherings at their residence. Jaguar Wright even went on to divulge sensitive information suggesting that she has witnessed young men leaving their premises in a state of astonishment.
Bisexual, they do weird things in their house, and young men have left their house screaming to get away from them in their mentorship.
Some believe that contrary to the perception of Will Smith merely being a typical father expressing affection by giving his son Jaden Smith a gentle peck on the cheek, their dynamic transcends conventional norms. The duo's displays of affection have extended to a level that transcends the ordinary in some people's eyes. On various occasions, Will has been observed planting kisses on Jaden's lips, while some might readily dismiss it as innocent paternal love. There are others who are beginning to raise questioning eyebrows. Speculations have arisen, suggesting that these actions might signify more complex undertones beyond just affectionate bonding.
That we saw on Red Table Talk, that was G rated. That was G rated shit.
What I will say that I do know about the Smiths,
the public reaction to Will Smith's affectionate behavior even prompted discomfort among his fans. Many individuals criticized him for seemingly making his son Jaden uneasy by frequently planting kisses on his lips. Despite the growing scrutiny, Will consistently refuted any insinuations of impropriety, maintaining his denial of any discomfort caused to Jaden by these gestures. On this matter, one person commented, "That's disgusting. No one kisses kids on the mouth like that, especially when the kids are teenagers. I can't believe people are cheering this kind of behavior." Another person wrote, "This is definitely and there's always a negative impact on the child. When adults do certain things, they should try not to just think about themselves alone, but the impact of their actions on their children." Delving into the origins of these extraordinary and unorthodox events, it seems that Will might have drawn inspiration from none other than the revered maestro Quincy Jones. This iconic music producer and musician boasts a storied career spanning decades, during which he has been privy to a myriad of experiences within the industry. Remarkably, he has not hesitated to unveil the hidden aspects and missteps of several celebrity associates. In a moment that startled many, Quincy Jones confided in an interview with Vulture magazine, making claims about the sexualities of individuals such as James Baldwin, Richard Pryor, and Marvin Gaye. Here's what he had to say about Marlon Brando. "He was the most charming you ever met. He'd anything. He'd mailbox." James Baldwin, Richard Pryor, Marvin Gaye. Following Quincy Jones' contentious statements, a prominent YouTuber raised their voice, alleging that Quincy himself identifies as bisexual. The YouTuber pondered whether he was an appropriate individual to divulge anyone else's gender inclinations given the nature of his own allegations.
Quincy Jones, if you always tell the truth, well, tell me this. Are you bisexual?
However, the saga doesn't conclude there. The YouTuber took their stance a step further, asserting that they possessed a friend with connections in Hollywood, some of which involved interactions with none other than Quincy Jones himself.
To have a friend who is really attractive and gay, guess what? You learn a lot of things about the men in Hollywood.
Reports have emerged alleging that Quincy had engaged in a series of intimate liaisons with individuals even when he was 70 years old.
Have you ever had sex with a man? Multiple times.
Quincy Jones, celebrated for his pivotal role in shaping the trajectories of several black artists' careers, has also been the subject of allegations linking him to various cults and groups, as claimed by conspiracy theorist Professor Griff. Griff accused Quincy of involvement in Hollywood sex rings.
Tupac said he was asked by Quincy Jones him in
Moreover, the person making these assertions affirmed that during Tupac's introduction to the Hollywood scene, there were purported rituals and contrived scenarios orchestrated by Quincy, which Tupac was allegedly coerced into partaking in. The individual even substantiated rumors that Quincy had allegedly made advances towards Tupac, attempting to persuade him to engage in intimate activities.
I say there's a whole ritual that they go through in the Illuminati secret societies.
Adding to the allegations concerning Quincy Jones, the deceased actress, Alexis Arquette, made a claim that Cherie Zampino, Will Smith's former wife, divorced him after reportedly witnessing Will in a compromising situation with another man. She said, "When Jada comes out and her husband admits his first marriage ended when she walked into him with Benny Medina, then I will listen to them." She later clarified in the comments section, she, being his first wife, paid off silent. Nevertheless, Jada, renowned for her outspoken stance on boycotting the Oscars, chose not to address Alexis' statement at that point. On the contrary, Will refrained from commenting on the accusations, while his first wife, Cherie Zampino, was the one to voice her opinion. She criticized Alexis for her vindictive and hasty comments, asserting that Will is straight.
Not only is it out of line, it's absolutely not true. And I'm offended and I'm hurt.
Numerous fans found Cherie's response to be somewhat intense initially. Instead of dismissing the accusations as baseless, she took a strong stance, leaving some to speculate whether Alexis' remarks had indeed struck a chord. Moreover, rumors have circulated about Jada's sexuality as well. In this context, the enduring friendship between Will and Duane has fueled rumors that they might share a particularly close bond, often referred to as a bromance.
Am I the only one that saw this? Watch Will. Titty grab. Then he grabs his ass. Will is molesting Carlton on television. Titty grab again, then the face, and now he's gonna grab his titty again, then the
According to claims made by Star, Will and Duane have embarked on a notable number of vacations together. These excursions include visits to prominent destinations such as Las Vegas and Miami, and there are even rumors of a private cruise in Trinidad. During these periods, Tisha and Jada reportedly remained at home, supported by an eyewitness account. It has been recounted that the duo shared a meal at a Caribbean restaurant, where it was evident that both Will and Duane arrived and departed in each other's company. Another source insists that Jada harbors a strong disapproval of the fact that Will is indulging in lavish vacations with Duane, leaving her with a sense of being left behind at home.
I used to take pictures with all the fans, and then I felt like this wasn't, it's not appropriate, right?
No, I feel uncomfortable.
You feel uncomfortable, right?
Reportedly, she finds it unbearable to witness their relationship, perceiving it as something that Will deliberately showcases before her. In recent times, there has been speculation that Will and Jada's 14-year marriage is teetering on the edge of dissolution. An insider disclosed to Star magazine that their marital bond has sustained significant damage, and the increasing amount of time Will spends with Duane exacerbates the strain on his relationship with Jada. Central to Jada's apprehensions is Duane's alleged participation in certain controversial incidents that have garnered media attention.
So much pressure, being a young actress, being young, and I was just like pregnant. I was just like, I didn't know what to do, but I just knew. I was like, I never wanted to be married.
Some people also started to believe that Will and Duane were really in a relationship. Will and Duane Martin had a relationship too. Them lies and shit will catch up to you in the end though. Nothing stays in the dark, one said, as another responded, Will stole that lady man. Someone else echoed, they won't say because they're professionals, but I'm toxic and the rumors are that Will and Duane were lovers for years, and this looks like a confirmation of those rumors. An individual quipped, you know that famous quote, when there's a Will, there's Duane? There was also someone who wrote this about her ex-husband and Will. 2020 has been one for the books. Considering the enduring intimacy between these two individuals, it does give rise to apprehensions about their decision not only to openly discuss their sexual orientations, especially in light of the multiple insinuations propagated by individuals both within and outside the realm of social media. As a result, the persistent question remains, will the conjecture regarding Will and Duane persist? Adding to the speculation, comedian Bert Kreischer added his voice to the discourse during an interview with Vlad TV. He recounted an episode involving an audition offer from Will's company, which eventually culminated in an unforgettable interaction with Will personally.
And he walked in behind me and I could feel his energy. Gives me a hug. All I remember him saying is one love.
Further fanning the flames of discussion, Burr also mentioned that Will extended an invitation to watch a movie, but his father cautioned him, suggesting that Will probably had alternate arrangements.
And he was like, oh, buddy. He's trying to f*** you.
Burt proceeded to comment that numerous prominent male figures in Hollywood have fantasies about regressing to a younger age. This leads up to Will's suspected associate in those claims, Diddy. Similar to Will, Diddy has faced long-standing rumors regarding his sexuality. One part of these allegations involves a certain circle in his entourage, where he purportedly introduces his young musicians to Portuguese practices.
Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's what it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
in the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and whores.
While there hasn't been any direct confirmation about Will Smith's purported sexual engagement with any of these individuals, the persistent conversation surrounding this subject underscore its notable presence within public discourse.